Guess I forgot he was supposed to do a video every single month until the last day of February. This guy. Yeah, that's right. Good thing we had a leap day, otherwise I would have forgotten. So now I didn't think of a topic or anything. So what's new? What's been going down? I've got this beard. This is my playoff beard. Playoffs, you know. My team did not make Nationals, World Cup, whatever we want to call it. So we're headed to Constellation Cup in San Marcos. So this is my San Marcos beard. I'll shave it afterwards unless I get more compliments on it that just make me feel really pretty, in which case I'll keep it, you know. So I guess right now I'm in a bit of a building up phase of stuff I'm going to be doing. I've got a million bajillion projects I want to do, and it's kind of like, alright, which one, you know, am I going to be doing? And in the meantime, I sit on my computer entirely too much. And so, much like this video, it's just kind of like, we're going to see where things go. But it can't be like that. It can't be like that. So I got all these projects, I've got ideas for stories and games and things like that. And who knows, maybe I'll reveal it all someday, but not right now. I'm still figuring it out. I think it's now being a real adult, you need to give yourself projects and things. You gotta keep yourself moving. There was a book I read a long time ago. It was an awful book. It was for school, called The Good Earth. Shout out to Mrs. Niffick's 10th grade honors US Lit class. That was a difficult class. We read a book, part of our summer reading, called The Good Earth, and it was about a Chinese farmer who kind of went from rags to riches, and through his riches, he got away from his work and he became stagnant and lazy, and he was unhappy and suffered hardship because he got away from what he thought was best, or like what got him to his good spot in the first place. And I don't really remember a whole lot about the book, but I remember these overarching themes, and at the time hated it because it was this dry novel about a Chinese farmer in like the 5th century, and it had no bearing on my 16-year-old life at all. But now thinking back on it, years and years later, it's a good idea to have these things to keep us going, to keep us moving. You know, keep working, keep grinding, stay humble, all that stuff. So when you sit back and just rest on your laurels, you get really comfortable, and ultimately you're unhappy, but like not motivated to do something else. And that's a lesson I think I'm learning, as, well, always. It's kind of always been that way, and it's always going to be that way. So I guess my challenge to all of you, all 3 of you watching, thanks, all 3 of you, is to come up with a project for yourself. Something that you're going to do within the next year. Something that takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of long-term, things like that. Create something. Do something for someone. Make use of your talents. I understand that it's almost hypocritical for me to say that because I don't do these things. But if I sit and tell other people, it makes me want to do it, and it also gives myself some accountability for I need to do it too, or I just sound like a big old hypocrite. And I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be that person. So otherwise, short video, I promise, next month I will have a planned out, well-edited video with big, good points, and it'll look good. At least I got my lighting here. I still got my light in my room. I have no idea how good this looks right now. I hope it looks okay. So come up with your project, put it down below, make it, whatever it is, and then follow through. And then we'll check in sometime later. I don't know how we're going to do that. I'll just bring it up in a random later video. Alright, this has been a sufficiently awkward experience for the both of us, so I hope you have a good night.